Boom. Now live. We're live today.
Coda looking big.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Exactly his assassin moves like a ghost. Mighty Mouse quick, but he's no boast. The judge stands tall with his heavy head. Dirty stash grins, he's got a plan. King slaps and slams like a thunderclap. Hook and press, hear the table snap. Through the fingers, grip so tight. Top row dreams in the heat of the fight. Through the fingers, hold your ground. The roar of the crowd, the only sound.
Boom. There it is. We are live now, boys. How are you?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. Oh shit! I hate the delay between the video and the stream because I always play the video on my other screen because I got multiple screens. Yeah. But yeah, no, we're doing good here, man. We're doing good. Yeah, we've seen Mr. Logan, the torque wrench pull today.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a fun day.
It was a fucking war, man.
One of
Really
the best
was.
matches I've
Fucking
seen in
war.
a while. Leaf was saying that was like the best match he's seen in 2 years.
Yeah, and Leaf, that guy's looking strong.
Oh man,
They
he is
fucking beast.
jacked right now. Leaf,
Absolute fucking unit.
yeah, he's very, very strong right now. Might
Yeah,
be the
almost.
top guy in the state between him and Joe, right-handed probably right
Yeah,
now.
I almost got to pull him. Yeah, we almost had a match worked out, but he ended up having another match with Jordan Sill. Was it Jordan Sill that he pulled? Or
At the
was it-
armbender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he got offered another match to pull me, but he couldn't take it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh well.
That'd be a good one to shoot for in the future. That'd be a good one.
Oh, I'd love to pull that guy. The only problem is we're very hand dominant, So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting whose hand really.
Yeah, Leaf looked strong today against Ben too. I was surprised, man. Just rolled through him. And now Ben, I'm sure he's not quite where he was, when he pulled RBJ and Hutchings, but I've heard he's coming back and he's getting pretty strong. So it's still a good win by Leaf. He looked impressive.
It still is anyway. Yeah, because you still got that table IQ too, right? And stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, but yeah, no, Leaf is strong. Yeah, I'm always been impressed by him. So I think him and Clifton, we were talking about it. That might be a match in the future.
Yeah. Clifton's talked with me a lot about that match. I think it would be interesting. It'd be if Clifton could get it inside or not. I mean,
lately,
I don't know. I pulled Leaf in a hook, huh?
He hasn't needed to lately. Like I see him.
Yeah, his side pressure is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, with Victor, his hand was back like this, and he was like arm break.
Yeah,
and he just, like held it.
Yeah. I pulled Leaf in a hook today. I pulled him every way today, and I probably felt as strong as I've ever felt at a practice. I had a good practice, and Leaf just couldn't budge him in any direction. Like just insane. Like absolutely. I mean, it's just like I could do nothing.
We got Clifton in the chat. We got Killer Cat. We got the Drew 24, King Arthur, USS Liberty Never Forgets, Christian D,
Nice.
Sylvester Stallone. We got a
Bunch
good
of guys.
cast in here. Yeah. Clifton says my two favorite people. So
Nice.
Love you, Clifton.
should be three favorite people, Clifton.
That's right, Clifton. Maybe he's probably talking about you and Logan. I'm sure he didn't include me in those two.
Clifton says I don't want that smoke from Leaf.
I see that. That's cool.
Yeah, he does. Clifton
Yeah.
So, you know what? We'll get it out of the way quick because I know Josh. He had a lot of things to tell you on that match, and I think that you said you had a lot of anxiety when I talked to you earlier. And
Man, I've been up since 4:30 this morning, bouncing off the fucking walls, dude.
Yeah. I think that maybe you just had a little bit of blinders on, and you couldn't really absorb everything that was being yelled at you, right?
What's new, right? I mean,
Well, like we were saying earlier, Brian, you made a great point that he was starting. So you want to start a match like this as much as you can. Logan was starting like this in the match. And part of that is because when he pulls with us at practice, he's so much stronger than everybody. He's the gentle giant, and he almost practices bad habits. So we talked to him and like, we need to start fixing that up. And then I want to say something about this match. Leading up to it, I was like, Chuck is incredible from here to here. We all know his start is so good. He's got so much hand strength. And I was like, Logan, I want to see you beat him there, right where he's his strongest. And Logan did round one. If you watch, Logan went over the top, flashed him, but then Chuck made an incredible adjustment. Chuck is such a seasoned puller. He's very good, man. He impressed me big time today. But he made an adjustment. If you watch after that, Chuck never once did not go to ref script. After that, it was a ref script every time.
Once you realized,
and he didn't let Logan get a grip set, so he took advantage of him there, which is great on Chuck. I mean, he did phenomenal.
I do think that last round where I slipped, where he thought it was a pin, though, I think we did start in regular grip. I don't think that started ref grip. I think it did, and he still fucking took my hand. So I don't know. I was fucking gassed, so I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well,
my head, I still can hardly open my fucking hand right now.
They had a war.
There was this little thing. So another thing, not even just the pronation thing. So if you were watching, Chuck was able to. He was starting. He was in tight. He's good.
Yep.
It's just bam, right?
Yep.
You're like out here and like this.
Yeah. I said that exact thing. I mean, before every go, Chuck was already here. He did he was a lot like Devin Lorette there. I mean, he just got that. Almost before the go, it seemed like he was sucking in, but like I said, I've taken nothing from Chuck. Chuck is phenomenal. I love the guy, and man, he's probably higher on those rankings than we got him right now. I mean, he's got Ben, Joe, Leaf, and Logan above him right now, but man, I think on any given day, he could hang with any of those guys left, maybe possibly beat him. Like, he is high up there right now.
There's one thing with Chuck. So like when I took the match with him, and I know he's I can tell he's so much better right now, but you got to study him because he, like you said, from here to here, right?
Oh yeah.
You can't let Chuck fire, right? So what you really have to do, and what I was trying to tell you when I was messaging you, I wanted you to post high with him, and don't worry so much about matching his speed because he's going to beat you this way, right? So make it just about this. If you could just get your pronation set and fire up and back, you would pull Chuck out a bit, and then you could just drag him over. Like I kind of did that. I pulled him out away for because once Chuck comes out of here a little bit, it's a little different, right? But you were the one that was out here, and you still had enough strength early on to pin him like that, so.
Yeah, exactly. But something we all talked about, and I almost wish Logan, like you said, we were all yelling so much stuff at him. Something I almost said, and Ben Brooks said, he was reffing, but he would have told Logan the same thing. Is later on when the matches started to go the way they did, he should have just cupped and dropped deep into a hook. If he could have just got this secured, it grabbed onto Chuck's thumb and boom, he'd have been in a lot better situation. But it was a great learning match for Logan, and he needs that leading up to his Jordan Sill match. I mean, I was like, there was nothing better you could have done to train for Jordan Sill than that right there. Because I think and I'll say this, I think this, I've explained this to other people. I think Chuck is every bit as good as Jordan Sill right in here at the beginning and the start. I think Jordan Sill is stronger overall when he's on and when he's, big Jordan. I think he's stronger and better in a lot of places than Chuck, but I think Chuck is every bit, if not better, right in here at the start. So that was great for Logan to get that experience. And now he knows what he needs to work on for the next 4 months because Jordan Sill is going to bring it. I mean, he knows there's going to be a lot of cash on the table, and I know he's coming in to kill in February. So
I know that. I watched last year, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, this event's fucking awesome. Like,
dude, it was fucking sweet.
It's fun. It's fun.
This guy does a phenomenal.
I want to say something about go ahead.
I was just going to say your ability and the way you had got the sponsors laid out and the way that you have everything. It is like second to none there. Like, you do a really good job. So.
Well, I really appreciate that. And you and Dakota and Clifton, you've all said a lot of great things. But I do want to say, like, without all the help I've had from sponsors and from all the people who helped me put it together, it wouldn't even be possible. Like, I do the best I can, but man, you'd be amazed how many people behind the scenes help me. From my dad announcing the matches, he studies those up weeks and months ahead, to people, doing all the little jobs behind the screen, Robert Kelly with Red Lightning Studios. He's going to get even better this year. We've seen what we can improve on. So basically what I'm saying, there's so many people that are involved. Even Clifton, like, if I have questions on a certain poller, Clifton knows a lot of people and he's always there to support me. And so I'll get his opinion on a lot of stuff, and then Logan's always got my back, so like really I just have a crew around me that's just awesome. And I love arm wrestling, and if it wasn't for those guys, I wouldn't be so enthusiastic about it, but everybody loves it. And so the arm bender is such a community group thing, it really is. I take no credit besides just trying to get everybody in the right positions.
You organize it well, right? It's all about coming together and organizing it right? So,
thanks, man.
Yeah. Like, I wish, shit, next year I'm going to be going, yeah, buddy.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out if there's one that makes sense for sure. I'm trying to take the arm bender in a direction where it really is sporting the most versus entertainment. Like, I want the people who deserve to be there and the people who win to get another match. If people win, they almost guaranteed another match. You know what I mean? Like, everybody I brought back, like, we have guys that are undefeated coming into this arm bender. Like, Nathan Johnson has never lost. Miles Hutton never lost at the arm bender. Brian Johnson never lost at the arm bender. You know what I mean? So, and then I take certain things into account, like Dan Groslock, for example. He's got a match in this one, but it's left, which he's never got a chance to showcase his left, but he's taken on guys bigger than him at every arm bender. So he's kind of hit for the stars, so he's really good. And I think he still deserves a shot to show people where he's actually at with someone in his weight class. But anyway, that's my little spiel on that. So
well, I know my training partner, Deadly Dale, wants to pull Nathan down the road. So
I know. I was really trying.
That guy is a fucking unit, dude.
I've been trying to figure out a match for Dale. I love Dale. I'd love to see him pull Nathan Johnson, Niles Anderson.
He's got to win on Niles now. So yeah.
That's right.
I
know Niles. I'm sure Niles would want to run that one again.
He does. I think he does.
yeah. Dale is awesome, man. He's a fun, just good-hearted person. You can tell.
He's just a grinder on the table. He's just
I liked him the first time I met him. He's one of those guys, you meet him, you're just like, oh, this guy's kind of that fun, just good-hearted person.
And he'll break his arm before he gives up on the table. So.
He goes hard. That's what I love. I love that at the arm bender. I like guys. That's why. Go ahead. Sorry.
I do not recommend doing that. Don't do it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I know.
Yeah, that's why.
Made me turn into a borderline alcoholic. Just borderline though.
That's why I like Clifton so much. Like, he brings all his heart to the table. You can tell. And I love that. I love when somebody just gives everything. And Joe Fair, we were on a call with him earlier, and he said, I've never seen Logan grind like that on the table like he did today against Chuck. That's another example. Like,
I wasn't going to let that motherfucker beat me.
Logan really committed the shoulder and like his bones. And I was like, wow, man, you saw that last round, last round where Chuck lost on the fouls. He had 3 running fouls, but we all
his elbow though.
We all wanted to see.
Does jump. Yeah,
we all wanted to see that match keep going. But so what happened is, after all that, Logan's a warrior. And they decided, the match was set what it was, best of 5, but they wanted to run that one back. They're like, let's just keep going, see what happens. So they pulled some more rounds, as you saw, after, I think it was after Ben and Lee pulled.
That was great, yeah.
Yeah, and Logan's like, I want to just run that back. So,
this much fucking fine-tuning on my setup, it's going to be a whole different match. I'm serious. You're going to see a whole different puller because I could not engage what I'm good at today. I could not get it engaged at all.
I'm hoping to see you before the match with Jordan. I can tell you that.
So
I'm coming up there. Yeah, I will be up there. I will be there.
He needs to get coached.
I'm going to actually work on my passport here this next couple of weeks. I'm going to do that.
And we're all teammates here in Montana, so it was great for Chuck to come up and just give that huge challenge to Logan. Like, thanks to Chuck, because it showed Logan some holes, and the old dog taught the new guy new tricks. Some new things he needs to work on. So that was great that Chuck came up.
About that match today. One guy who put it spot on was Matt. Yeah. Said, remember Josh, you asked him, What do you think of the torque wrench? Good. He's good. Really, really thick head. Just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, does he?
Yeah, Matt told me that. Well, Sean gave you a good compliment too. So I talked to Sean even yesterday because we're like best friends. So I was talking about you, and he goes, "Yeah, you know that guy. Once he starts figuring it out, he's gonna." He goes, honestly, like when he pulled you, he said that everyone kept saying that you would crush him and everything. So he kind of gave you a schooling a bit on the table, but he said he just did that because to prove a point. But he said the power he felt from you. He says once you get connected, you're gonna be a force.
Yeah,
that guy is another one. Yeah. That's another one of those guys that you pull him, you feel that elite. Not, I wouldn't totally say elite, but you know that next level better. That's fucking crazy. You know he's got it. Sean's got every bit of that.
Yeah,
I felt. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Yeah.
I will say this in regards to all that. Logan is extremely a drag racer. Every single match he pulls, he loses power. So if you're not touching his hand fresh, you're not feeling like Logan's full power. I will say that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying, I know he had pulled a few guys before Sean, but Logan just does not. I mean, we're working on it, but he does not have the endurance. He is crazy strong on those first 2-3 pulls. That's why he did better against Chuck earlier, and then as it went on, it was a little tougher, you know. So
and I find it's usually Chuck that blows up when the match.
I know. I actually thought Logan would be able to blow up Chuck because of that, but it seemed like their endurance is close because they both gas pretty hard.
We're a lot of the same, but that guy is an absolute master in the setup, and I got a lot to learn, and I learned actually a lot today of what I need to change, what I need to do different. Yeah, that guy is.
I'm telling you, incredible. You work on all you got to work on is your setup, because you got to remember too, arm wrestling strength, what you do in practice, that's big, and that says your stand, like where you can go. But when you get on the table, when you start, you know, the setup, you know what I mean, getting what you want, feeling the pressures, knowing what you're feeling, that kind of stuff, you need to just keep pulling lots. And once you start getting that, because with your strength, you can just keep going like this. Every time you get a little bit more in that setup, a little bit more experience, and make sure you study your opponents too. Like, don't just be like, oh, he's strong, I'm going to pull him, let's see what happens. No,
go watch film on Sil.
Yes, watch film. I did. That's how listen, Chuck, I was the underdog. I wasn't supposed, I only 3 years or 2.5 years I was in the sport. Chuck had 12, 13 years. Like, he probably
I think more than that. I think more.
Yeah, so I studied them. And
no, you're right. It is about 13 years. You're right.
Yeah, so I knew that I had to stuff that hit. So, you know, it was up pressure back and control that hit on go. So I when you stuff Chuck center table, his strength is, once he gets here, you're in trouble. You're gonna have a hard time.
Dude, I was holding on with everything I fucking had in that strap on his side of the table. I mean, that took everything I had to come back, really. It did.
Oh, yeah, our co-host, guys. This is Cody. He joined the team. He's part of the cast.
How's it going? How's it going, man?
We got Josh. We got Josh Wilson and Logan Anderson on tonight, Cody. Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you at? You in Alberta too, or?
Red Deer.
Red Deer. Okay, nice.
Yeah. He just had a big match with Giannis, and he pulled Joe Fox in a super match last month. So
awesome.
Yeah.
A
little bit before that, I was in Montana at the Arms Again there, and I had a super match there and won it.
Yep.
Nice. Who was that against?
Jordan Spindle or something.
Yeah, Jordan Spindle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's an Idaho guy, I think.
Yeah.
It
was a left-handed match. You know, he's a strong guy, but it was fairly, you know, one-sided, I'd say.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty one-sided.
I may have seen that. I watched most of that.
Yeah, he did good. Zach did really good that day. They all did.
Zach's performance impressed me, man. He was on point that day. I mean, because Hunter is so strong. You know, I've pulled Hunter a lot throughout the years, and I haven't pulled him recently. Probably, I don't know. I feel like it's been. I guess I gripped up with him at Big Sky State games, but you know, it was after a tournament. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't pulled him in like a year. But anytime I've ever pulled Hunter, man, I couldn't budge him. And Zach, I remember after pulling with Zach, you know, and I could I could move him a little bit. You know, I felt like I could get the better of him, but I could tell he's improved a ton since.
Well, it's the set. It's what we were trying to get embedded into Logan. So Zach was winning the setups with Hunter. So it really looked a lot like Zach and Hunter is way closer than that match looked. But Zach is really good in the setup. He can feel pressures and he can feel where the hole is before the go. And that's kind of what was happening with Hunter. So
what I was today was a complete open book for Chuck. He was reading me like a fucking book all day today.
You're slow too. So
such good experience for him though. You know, that was good.
I could not engage what I do. I could not engage anything today. It was just fucking straight wrist, fucking flop, side pressure, sideways, hoping for the fucking best today. That's all it was.
You were starting palm up, bro.
Yep, I said that exact thing.
Then that's the problem too, is like I was fighting him in the rev script a little bit. He had pressure before the goal, but I'm thinking to myself, how fucking stupid I am. I need to match his pressure. I was just kind of letting him have it, thinking, you know, if I pressure up, I'm gonna get a fucking foul. But I might as well just fight it. Fuck, if I get a foul, I get a foul, right?
I thought Chuck looked too happy. I'm like, Chuck didn't walk away. You'll know when you're giving Chuck problems on the table in the setup because he'll go like this and he'll walk away. And then he'll come back because he's not getting what he wants, right? So,
yeah, well, I did that to him the first time, and then once we got to rev script, I just fucking floppy wrist over here. Then pretty soon I'm like this, and I'm trying to come back like this. That don't work out very fucking good.
Yeah, you're so much stronger. I would say you're considerably stronger than Chuck overall.
I have to be to win that, or I wouldn't have won that.
Yeah, because his hands were in horrible positions.
Yeah.
So really, actually, that does make me feel good to hear that because I do have something there. It's just I need to learn how to fucking set up. That's all there is to it.
Just keep working on setup in practice. Say, listen, I want to work on my setup, and just work on your setup. And you know, me and Sean, Sean Crowther, we play a game sometimes. We call it the setup game, where we'll actually have someone reffing us. And we'll do a setup. And when they say ready, go, we don't actually go. We just stop. And then we see who got the most out of the setup. Yeah.
Brian, my buddy and I've been pulling with my buddy Morgan Emmett. We've been doing a lot of like little practices, like 20, 30 minutes. And we'll set up everything perfectly straight. We don't try to take advantage, but we start as even as possible and we go. And as soon as someone starts to take advantage and get the other guy in a compromised position, we'll start over. The other guy tries to because we're very close in strength. So we try to figure out how do I adjust? And man, I feel like it's improved my arm wrestling huge because the go is everything in arm wrestling. You know, if you get in a good position off the go and if you're within a certain percentage of a guy strength wise and you get him a little bit off the go, you're going to win. Yep. You know, unless the strength gap is huge. But
unless it's huge,
yeah. And like, man, it's just been so beneficial. We set up just dead center, everything even, and we go. And man, it's made my wrist and riser so strong. But yeah, same kind of thing.
Yep. And you should be doing that stuff because practice. You got to remember too. You got to throw your ego at the door. And you know what? There is no practice champ anyway. So
absolutely.
Yeah, pull the weaker guys, let them work, right? And then pull the better guys and work on areas that you're weak in, right? And communicate. You got to have really good communication with the person across the table from you. Yeah. No, I agree. Like Cody's level, his setup's gotten better. All these things we're talking about right now, Cody has jumped miles in the last year and a half. Just saying. Yeah.
You know what? It's the setup, and it's also the more tournaments.
Mm-hmm. The more
experience. It's like January will be 6 years for me. In the first 4 years of my arm wrestling, I maybe hit three tournaments.
So that's exactly where I'm at too. I have like no tournament experience. I got 3 or 4 tournaments under my belt. That's it.
Wow. Yeah, I'd say you did pretty good today because
I need more experience. That's just I just kind of got out of it after that arm break. Kind of changed me, but I'm back at it. I don't even care about it anymore.
Yeah,
and I think just ready goes at practice can mimic that. If you got Luke Cody, we have there. He's a referee, so he can get it set just like it's going to be set. So I think we're going to work a lot more ready goes and get them ready.
Give the other guys if they're worried about Logan's strength, give the other guys a band.
Yeah, well, we have been doing that.
Yeah, work with a band and do the ready goes and exactly. Yeah.
See, when I was go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, when I was in Montana, I wanted to after pull a little bit with Chuck to see, you know, the power and stuff like that. But he shows up and he just dips out right away. So
yeah, he's not big on the after pulling.
Yeah, I don't know if he practiced much today with us. Maybe, you know, some guys.
I think he took off pretty quick.
Yeah, some guys like. I don't know. I've noticed some guys, they really just focus on their hit and explosion. Sometimes if you practice too much, you can overdo it, and then you lose that for a while. So I've seen guys that really do that, and I think there is something to it. I don't know. It depends. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes you can over practice and just tear yourself up. Whereas if you're explosive and you're winning,
especially if that's your style. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I tried to be like John Brzezinski. I tried to be well rounded. So if I feel the flash on the go, I'll go for it. If I don't feel if I don't feel the hole in the go, I'll hit back like Logan should be doing. Back. Yeah. And lat drag, just back like this. I promise you could pull Chuck right across the table. Yeah,
after we were like Logan, like when he was setting up a Chuck, I feel like he was here. After when we were practicing with him, he got in here more, and I just feel like that's where you want to be.
Boom, more.
And in answer to your question, Clifton, what you do?
Yeah, Clifton,
that's what you
train way too much. Maxing every day. I mean, one time Clifton talked. We were doing a workout. And he talked me into maxing after I had already had a hard workout 3 days ago. And then I was hurt or sore for 2 weeks after that. I need recovery. That's how I get stronger.
But the best strength training you can do, the best recovery, drink a couple of these. It makes you feel a fuck of a lot better.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's a lot to do with just getting your body used to putting in that kind of work. I've been doing my side pressure machine here. I've been doing it every day, and my right does it no issue, but mine gets such bad toothache pains in my left arm. It literally, I go up in the room, up in the house afterwards, and I lay on the floor and I just kind of rock back and forth because my arm is in so much pain. But it's starting to get I'm getting more and more reps before that happens, and it's just slowly building itself up to where
I get the toothache pains again on my left. I went to practice a few nights ago and was pulling with Caleb and Sean and. Yeah, I had toothache pains.
Yeah. I think everybody has to establish what training works for them because it is, scientific fact that everybody gains strength in different ways. Yep. For sure. Some people recover faster. Some people have those fast twitch explosive muscles, I train, I love to train hard. And I was telling Clifton, when I was first started arm wrestling, I trained so hard. I had to go to the doctor for 6 months because I got all these sharp pains in my hand.
Remember that
training? Yeah,
remember that.
I get numbness in my hand and sharp pains.
So I've backed off that consistent hard training, but I'm still getting better at arm wrestling, and my numbers are going up in the gym and all my pulley lifts, everything. So for me, backing off and just having short bursts of intense exercise, I kind of like Mike Menser. I don't know if you guys have ever heard him, but Mike Menser is very into not overtraining.
He trained 45 minutes. That guy. Yeah, he won.
And he stacked. Yeah.
He won Mr.
I think he's proved. He made such a good point. It resonated with me that if you train to your maximal in a set, and then you train again another set, then you're just doing endurance. So if you want to build power, you train. It's his theory, and I do think there's some validity to it.
Especially with him. I mean, he proved that he could get everything done in 45 minutes and only do it 4 days a week, where other guys were spending 10 times that amount, 20 times.
Mike Menser only worked out 2 hours every week.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah. He made such a differentiation between you're either training endurance or you're training strength. There's a fine line, and there's a point where you're training endurance or strength, which we obviously do need endurance for arm wrestling, but if you can just overpower a guy and all your technique's perfect and you just top roll him, and you have that much more strength, you don't need the endurance. You just half a quarter second, boom, to the pad.
Kind of how I thought my match was going to go today, but you did not.
Well, see, I actually got really good fast twitch muscles. I started flashing people, but then I found myself not enjoying arm wrestling as much. So, I'm more about the fight.
It is fun to pull in a hook. Brian Johnson always says that. He's because Brian Johnson could top roll people. He really can. I felt his top roll. He has that long arm, huge hand. But I was like, Brian, why don't you top roll more? He's like, I just love to grind in a hook.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, everybody, Like I know guys that just flash everyone, and at the end of the day, they felt like they didn't even arm wrestle. Where me, it's like if I flashed everyone all day, I would feel almost robbed, like I didn't get a war, or I didn't get, you know what I mean? It just depends on
that, dude. I'd rather just fucking be done.
Oh,
boom, boom, boom! I won. Fuck
I
yeah.
love arm wrestling so much, bro. I love arm wrestling so much that I like those. Like and unfortunately, even though my endurance sucks, I always get into wars. So,
dude, wars are actually it does make it worth living, man. I live for this shit. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever quit in a not war besides in Montana. That wasn't really a war.
Most of your matches have been wars, but if they're not a war, you usually win pretty easy.
You know who had some wars recently that just came to mind? Adam Morzinski at WAP. I watched all his performances. My goodness, he grinded in a hook for like multiple minutes with like 5 to 6 different guys. I'm like, that is insane that he still had power to beat people match after match of grinding. I mean, when I grind in a hook hard, even for one round with like Brian or Dan Grosslock, I feel like I'm pretty much shocked. You know, if you're just giving it everything from it, and Adam did that for like 6 matches or something. It's crazy.
I'm so impressed this year. I know I apologize for last year about being so negative towards that match.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of people. Everybody.
I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean any ill intent on it.
No, absolutely. I don't take it that way because a lot of people. You talk about RVJ and Sanders, right? Yeah, Dallas Langston and a bunch of people said stuff about it. But I'll actually give. I mean, I already wrote a post on it, but you know, my thing is, I'm trying to give the natural athletes a shot. You know, at big cash and big titles. You know, and not that I'm not trying to get rid of anyone that's not tested, but I'm just trying to create that opportunity. So RVJ was like the top guy that, you know, there's a lot of people who would back that he's natural. He's adamant about it. He's passed tons of tests. And, you know, Sanders is the same way. And so I was looking for the next guy. That's why we picked Adam. I mean, he's the next guy that deserves a shot. He was very excited about it, very hungry for it. I discussed it in depth with Sanders and Adam. Like, I was like, Adam, are you sure you can bulk up for this guy? Are you? And he was like pumped. He's like, yeah, I'm excited to try. He's like, I'm going to bulk up. He's like, I'm like, how do you plan on beating him? He's like, I'm going to grab him and chop his arm down like a tree. And after that, I was like, all right, that sounds good to me.
Listen, Adam is not untop rollable, but he's almost untop rollable.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see if he can turn Sanders in a hook, because I think.
But Sanders is good in the hook too. So
I know. I wonder if it becomes a war in a hook, especially over 7 rounds, a 7-round super match, and especially since Sanders does have to come in a little lighter. I don't think he walks around at 231, so he will have to cut. Yep, he will have to cut to 231, and Adam could just carb load and bulk up, and you know, he could come in fresh as a daisy. And
I think Sanders is like a 250 guy, 250 something.
Yeah. So I mean, if Adam comes in at 210 to 220, it could be real interesting.
It's going to be. I'm telling you, the match is actually excellent. And yeah, like I said, last year I was hard. I mean, it was only because RVJ. It wasn't about the natural thing. It was just because of I love RVJ. He's one of my favorite arm wrestlers ever.
Yeah,
and I just wish he would. He's got so many natural gifts, and he just doesn't take the sport serious anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta say so. Yeah. So about that, I don't ever take anything like that personal. I really don't, because online is just such a, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like almost like a play place for people, you know. People could say whatever they want. I mean, when I was younger, I'd say some crazy stuff to people online, you know, just as a joke, because it's funny. And like, I don't know, people take it real serious, and I get that. You got to know who you're talking to, because some people take it serious, some people can take a joke. And like I said, I mean, I'd never take offense to anything. Like when everybody was, I mean, there was a lot of people under that Tom Stubblelines. Stubbeline. You know what I'm talking about?
Likes the drama, that guy.
Tons of people were commenting. They're like, "Did a kid set this match up?" I thought it was funny. I laughed.
A lot of keyboard warriors out there.
But I was like, you know, this deserves a response, just because so many people have that question. But I think people are going to tune in as it gets closer, and we're going to have them on some podcasts talking about the match. And Adam is such a warrior at training. You know, obviously Sanders is the favorite because he's just gifted naturally. He trains just as hard as Adam, I'm sure. You know, he's very good. But I know Adam's got
training for a year. I did Sanders's training for a year. He was my coach for a year.
Yeah.
I know how hard I did everything he was doing, and oh my god.
Yeah, Sanders is such a respectful human. I can't say enough good about him.
Great guy.
Such a respectful, humble person. Like I just can't say enough good things about Sanders. Yeah. But like I said, I think Adam's going to come in prepared with a game plan. And I mean, if a Sanders steamroll him, like everybody's saying, if Sanders steamroll him 4-0, that's still impressive to me. Even though people are expecting, that's impressive.
No, and I don't see that. I don't see a steamroll. And Adam was, he was on the podcast recently. And
I watched some of it.
Yeah, he wouldn't say at the time, it was still a secret who he was.
Yeah, we were still kind of waiting.
He was very excited. And
good.
I would say anybody that takes Adam not serious they have a good chance of losing.
He's a good arm wrestler. He's gonna adjust. He's not gonna do this. I don't. If Sanders does beat him 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, I still think he's gonna keep adjusting, keep looking for an angle, and it'll be interesting.
I do have a question with your tested league there. How strict are you on it? Let's say I naturally only had like 200 testosterone. The doctor put me on TRT to put me at a normal level. Would you still allow that person to pull because they're still baseline normal?
Well, you do both, right, Josh?
So I'm not saying that people can't. We only have right now. I'd love to have more eventually, but as like this year, we've only got 2 tested all natural matches. That's it.
Yeah.
Because it costs a lot to test, and we still want to include everyone that we can in this. But so my answer to that is, I would right now. I'm sticking to what WADA does. The World Anti-Drug Doping Agency, WADA. Everybody knows what that is. So because that's who runs like the Olympics and all that. So I stick to what they say about it, and I posted a little thing on it. So when you're on TRT, it is proven that it gives you, like, if your test is at 400 on TRT and it's 400 natural. It's actually, according to WADA, this is according to them and what they've looked up into it. And I trust them because they've spent way more time on it than I have, right?
They're saying this.
So a 400 testosterone natural and a 400 testosterone enhanced actually increases like the hemoglobin or something, like your ability to produce oxygen or something to the muscles. There's something like that in there. Like, you got to read it. But they do say it enhances, like a 400 natural, 400 not natural actually isn't an even playing field, is what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Bucci says they do honor TRT prescriptions for stuff. That's what he's saying now.
Really? In WADA? I'll have to look into that.
But
I'll have to look into that because I saw that and they said from when I read it and saw it, they didn't. But I'll look into that for sure.
Well, I will say that's another apology too, because last year I had made some statements, and that because I wanted.
I think I saw some of that. Yeah,
I wanted to pull at your event really bad, right? So I thought that your whole event was like that, and I would never have a chance.
No, and I know people get confused on that. So that's why I do want to clarify some more with that. But anyway, so what we do is we drug test at any point leading up to the event. Sanders and Adam and all the other guys that are in the all natural matches have agreed to at any point they could be drug tested. Mm-hmm. They're okay with it and they're fine with it, and that's the biggest thing. In the future, we may try to get even better at drug testing, like maybe a little more often, if more funding comes and the league keeps growing. But right now we don't really tell them exactly when it's coming, but we make sure it's, at a time that seems appropriate. Mm-hmm. And we do have it done by licensed professionals. 2 licensed nurses did it last time. And then we send it right away into a toxicology lab. And they send me the results. And I posted those for RVJ and RVJ and Ben Brooks that year. And then I think I posted RVJ's this year, and I have Sanders's. They're all clean as well.
And they're also saying that they're clean, and they're signing that they'll be clean for the match. So I understand
exactly.
So the testing only makes sense. I just had a big misunderstanding in the beginning.
Yeah, and here's what I have to say about that too is you look at the NFL, the NBA. You can look it up on Google right now. Anybody watching this can. They do they are prohibited to use performance enhancing drugs, and look how big those leagues are. They're not open about just using performance enhancing drugs. And I trust me, I have no problem with people doing whatever they want to do. I'm just running this way to give the the people who don't use a chance, because there's a lot of them out there. Like, I'm going to use Brian Johnson for an example. I really believe, man, he was really one of the top guys out there when he was in his prime. Brian Johnson. Yeah. I mean, he beat John Brzenk left-handed in
I
the
watched
tournament.
all the arm. He was on RTV. Yeah, Gary Roberts.
And like if Brian Johnson ever got enhanced, I mean, he would have been making the big bucks and on the big stage. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that guy's a specimen, but he eats super clean. Like Brian is just a freak as far as eating clean, working. I mean, he can deadlift 600 pounds. I saw a video of it the other day, and he's 48.
Yeah, well, see, I think it's more of an old man thing anyway. Like TRT, I went on it for health reasons outside of arm wrestling.
Yeah. Which I might even do that. I'm not against it.
Yeah, I didn't produce it naturally, right? So, but I will say, when you're younger, it's almost like I'm going to tell everyone out there right now: if you're younger, don't screw up your receptors.
Yes, that I agree with, and that's a big thing. I don't want to see because I do think it can affect health negatively for someone who's got good testosterone to just jump on all that. And then you have to be on it for life to stay where you're at. But like I said, if I thought my quality of life would go up, and I don't know, I mean, I may look into it. Like, I don't know if I thought it was bad for me though, I don't know that I would, because I try to eat healthy. Like I try to, if something, just in our everyday food, there's bad stuff, So if I think that food's not healthy for me, I'm not going to eat it. Logan over here drinking this alcohol, that's not good for
it. I beg to differ.
Listen, there is health.
The only way I stay fucking sane.
So listen, if you're, I will say this. So I went in, my doctor told me I was high risk of heart attack. And the reason is because my testosterone dropped so low and my estradiol was so high. It screws up. Remember you were talking about hemoglobin and blood?
Yeah, they were talking about that.
Yeah, and that was getting so bad where I was just waiting for a heart attack. So the reason that I went on TRT was to actually just level my levels and bring some of those blood things down, because I'm not an expert either.
Yeah.
Now he said 2 years I would have been dead, and now it's been 4 years and I'm pretty healthy. What I mean? So, that's a doctor putting me on it though, and everything else, right? So that's why I tell people, be careful. Be like even Devin and that, like they're at a level now. They're so old that they probably have to be on the juice to compete at that Levon level, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to measure it. Are you going to do it to win your local tournament? Because that sounds like, why would you put your health at risk? Right?
Yeah, exactly. And it definitely can, negatively impact your health. But if somebody needs it, there's a reason doctors prescribe it. If it's gonna,
it's been. So that's where I want to chime in. I think at a certain extent, if it is beneficial for your health, it's probably not a bad thing, really. If you have such a low level, it's probably a good thing for you, really.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not totally against it.
There's definitely more I've got to look into it on, because I need to be more knowledgeable on all this moving forward. But the biggest thing, like I said, is I want guys to be on an equal playing field if they want to take that natural path. You know what I mean? Like
I agree with it, and I think it's fair too. Because if a guy's coming in natural and wants to pull someone natural, you're actually allowing it to make sure that that's the case.
Yeah, they're both not. And at the very least, and we can't be perfect, right? But at the very least, guys aren't coming in hot. You know what I mean? You can tell when someone's coming in hot.
1,400 testosterone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could just, you can sometimes tell that. But so hopefully that answers your question a little bit.
Dakota's having audio issues. Are you there? No.
Dakota's just over there creeping.
Hey, Dakota.
He's like, he'll come back. You know why? Because he's not at home, and he's probably not putting the link through his browser. So he probably figured it out now.
Dakota,
can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Logan, you flipped me off, man. Hey now.
Good to see you, man.
You too. How you doing?
Good. You?
I'm just here in Saskatoon getting beat up by all these arm wrestlers.
Well, I guarantee your left arm ain't as blown up as mine is right now.
I'm calling you out right now. I won't, but I
think I'd still have enough for you, though. I think I could finally. I might be able to squeak that one out.
You probably could. I'm just kidding, man. So, did you guys talk about the match already?
Oh yeah, well, we were. You know what? Why not? Let's hear your insight. We should talk.
Well, I mean, my insight. Pointers. Well, no, I'm not giving any pointers right now, but my insight was Chuck looks like he leveled up a lot.
Oh, yep, absolutely.
And Yeah, I don't know. Like, where did you feel like what pressures did you feel, Logan, that felt weird? Like his top roll looked good.
So I'm gonna start this off. Basically, when you and Matt and everybody came down, Josh asked Matt, what do you think of the torque wrench? Good. It's real good. Big hand. Just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Well, that's exactly what today was. Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
You know, I will say
he raped my hand in the second.
Round one. So I told Logan, I want to see you beat Chuck in his strength. And round one, he did. Right over the top, high knuckle. I mean, round one was so impressive.
He went high.
I think you have to. Sorry, Brian.
That's okay.
I think you have to rewatch the third round of the first time you guys pulled, because when the go was said, Chuck had every single thing.
Almost every round it was that way. Exactly.
Yeah, I noticed it especially in the third round. We were watching it on this TV back here, and I noticed in the third round, like Chuck was. Hold on, give me a second here. Chuck was. Let's see if this works. I got a new tripod. I'm trying to figure out.
Nice.
Chuck was like this, and he was in his spot, and you were like.
I'm sitting here with a fucking faggot hand,
you were
dude.
reaching a bit, and your rise was down, and so all Chuck had to do was go like this, and then you still were able to stop him, which I think is really impressive. But the problem is you were stopping him and his wrist was buckling, and then you would come over and he would go into the press. But if he had the offensive position on you, when you were diving into that press to kind of get out of it, you were giving up your pronation.
Exactly.
So you had your pronation, which was good, but when you came forward to get your shoulder involved, you were twisting this over, and then Chuck was kind of able to pull it on you.
I'm going to tell you what right now, if I would have started fucking evenly with him, if I would have had every even pronation like he had the even pronation, it would have been 3-0 just like that.
No, and I completely agree. Yeah. But I mean, that's just part of the game sometimes, right? It's living and learning.
I don't know how to set up. I got a lot of work to do, and right now, I would not want to pull Jordan Sill right now with the skills I have. I need to figure some shit out first. I really do.
Nice. Yeah. Scott Evans, first time in the
we were watching it today. Luke's here. Luke's birthday.
Hey, Luke. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
How are you?
Pretty good, man. It's my birthday today, so we've been having some fun doing some arm wrestling.
Happy birthday.
Having some beers. Yeah, it's been a good time.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I wish
Logan, nice try, man. You're a beast. You look good out there, too.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
I lost, basically my weapon is my hand, and I lost every bit of my hand. It was all arm.
You didn't even lose it. You just never started with it.
I didn't get anything.
That's true.
Anything I wanted to engage in my hand, I got absolutely nothing. At the first round, I got it. After that, I had nothing in my hand. Nothing.
Chuck definitely came to fight, man. He was impressive, and he is high up there right now. I give a lot of credit to Chuck, man.
I'm going to tell you what, Chuck is not the same Chuck I pulled in 2022. I beat him in the overalls at Montana State Tournament. 2022, the Big Sky State Games.
Logan's way better now than he was then.
I beat him 2 times like nothing, and he didn't feel anything like he did today. Like he is 10 times more than I even expected today. I really surprised the fuck out of me. I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, he looked awesome, man.
Brian, you got to turn him in.
Yeah, Brian, we need to
show him who's boss again.
We need the judge, man.
Oh, I'll pass judgment next time.
It's judgment day, Chuck. TikTok, okay.
Not taking anything away from Chuck. I'm still a Destroyer fan. I've been a Destroyer fan since I started arm wrestling. He is incredible right now, and 55 years old. He is incredible.
You're incredible too, man. Don't take nothing away from that. He's got a lot of experience, and he really showed that. But I'll tell you what, your strength is right there. And one thing I also think, you're just such a nice guy. Yeah, you're just the nicest guy ever. With Chuck, you gotta kind of get him thinking a little bit. Because when he was pulling Travis, I was just chirping him in the corner, and he hated it. Like he was looking at me and yelling, like, "Why are you even talking?" And I was like, and then when he was setting up with He set up with Travis. I'm like, don't foul out, Chuck. I'd be like, it'd be a shame if you lost this one on fouls. And then he was like, his foot was tapping from how mad he was and stuff. And so you got to kind of get that guy out of his element too. But you know what? Like, you did everything right, I think. Just a couple setup things, honestly. Like, if you ever you got to get your passport still, right?
I'm doing that ASAP because
I was
what
gonna
the train
say,
you motherfuckers, dude. Look out, everybody.
even if you went up to Lethbridge, man, which I think for you guys in Great Falls, that's like,
Yeah, that's not far at all.
yeah.
No, I really want to do it. And I keep talking about it. I just don't do it. I just get consumed with work and I don't think about it. Arm wrestling's kind of on the back burner. I need to get it done and do it.
You got Jordan Sill coming up though, right?
You gotta train.
Yeah, and there's no
train
way I'm gonna beat him unless I fucking fine tune some shit because that guy is incredible too. That guy's tough.
Well,
Come up a couple times, man, and we'll get you tuned in, and then you'll be a whole new man.
I think we're gonna see big Jordan Sill at this event too. You know, a lot of guys have differentiated when he's bigger. You know, he's gonna be on, like, he's gonna be strong.
Yeah, I have truthfully living the dream. I'm a Destroyer fan. I beat the Destroyer. I've been a Jordan Sill fan since I started arm wrestling. I get to pull him. I'm living the dream right now. This is fucking awesome for me, dude.
Yeah, man. It's great. Yeah. Brian, Clifton asked me for an invite from you.
Oh, yeah, of course, Clifton.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. See ya.
All right,
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
Because
I got a piss, so yeah.
Yeah, man, that Clifton guy, hey, he's
I don't know if I can stay on here if Clifton's getting on.
So, was Brian there today?
No, he wasn't. I was surprised. I really thought he was going to show up. You know,
is it a left arm match? Clifton keeps telling me it's left arm, but I told him
I'm pretty sure it is. I gotta. Brian's the strong, silent type, so I gotta talk to him some more.
Yeah,
but I'm sure we're gonna be a go left.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
it'll be good. I think it's gonna
lose
be
on
good.
the arm bender twice. So
yeah, you got to win this time. Like I was telling Brian, we're really gonna, you know, if guys win, they're definitely gonna get a match. And I'm not saying if they lose, they won't, but you know, you're definitely not as likely if you lose to come back.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I want to keep it legit sporting. You know.
Well, here's the thing, Josh, and like you're getting to the point now where you have so many people wanting to come on the show.
Definitely a lot.
You have to start appealing to the winners, and then people who lose, like, either have to earn their way back or do something different, right?
Absolutely.
Scott Evans says, "What's up?" He says, "Hello, Torque Wrench."
What's up, Scott?
See, he's from Utah, right?
Yeah, remember he was at that first tournament.
Yeah,
he's tough. He's a tough dude too. I've seen some of him.
Dude, Scott is a badass motherfucker. That is one of the most improved guys I've seen besides Miles. He is right there.
Yeah. Miles has definitely improved a lot. But you know,
Scott,
Miles,
you were beating Cody Merritt right-handed, weren't you, Scott?
He's this mirror guy.
Maybe, but you know, Miles puts in the effort.
My camera's back.
Logan. Like he comes and he competes at all the events there and comes and competes at
no.
all the events in Canada. He was even at
invited
Canadian Nationals. Yeah, Miles was at Nationals this year. So
who invited this guy?
Hey, Clifton.
Fuck, we got
somebody get Declan on this live stream.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
don't even start.
If you get Declan on here, then like hypothetically, Clifton's the worst arm wrestler.
Yeah, if we have Declan on here, we got Dakota who's beat Declan. I'm sorry, Clifton. I can't help it.
You know, I was coming on here to have a good time, but fuck all of you. I'm getting out.
Hey,
Josh.
I never even said anything, Clifton. Yeah,
Josh, if I beat Brian, then I've beat two guys
who beat
Clifton.
All right, fine. We'll say it right here. If Dakota beats Brian, the next arm bender is me and Dakota.
No.
Dakota, I'm not. He's gonna try to hurt you, so I wouldn't take that.
No. Here's what I'm thinking. If I think I'll have to pull John Terry in.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, no, John Terrian is. He's so crazy, man. At the Tough League, he's been performing like crazy lately.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah. But I think Team Calgary's guy, I think honestly, when you were talking about Dakota, and I did type it in there, the biggest ability Calgary's got is the weight classes being able to pull up right from the bottom. Like every class for Team Calgary can pull up and wait. Every single class. Where I don't think every other team can do that. So
Brian, I'm gonna jump in a second. I'm gonna throw you on my laptop with all the guys upstairs so we can sit and listen. I'll be back in 2 seconds here.
You're good. Clifton, have you been interested in that tough league too?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think you can have I mean, I've been watching it and stuff like that as much as I can and talking to John about it. Jordan Weeb, he texted me the other day, told me a little bit about it.
Jordan's on our team,
yeah. It's interesting. I don't think anyone from the US can be on that, right?
Yeah, you have 4 teams in the US. Yeah.
Oh fuck. See,
there's 4 US teams and 4 Canadian teams. So
I
think
my goal is to get on it next season.
Well, keep working. I might be able to still get on it. Sean's talking about doing me, Darren, and Dylan. We do a 3-way for the 3rd spot.
So is this like who's the guy who made this whole thing?
Jason Constantini from Table Monkeys. He's out of Toronto.
Gotcha.
Yeah, really good dude. Really good dude.
Is he the one who pulled Jeff Dabe? Left-handed?
I think he did, yeah.
Yep.
Sean did too.
Yeah.
Sean beat Jeff on the left too. Yeah. Sean beat Don Underwood last year. He just beat Tony Tomlinson on the left first round of the tournament last weekend. So Sean's taking names, man.
Sean's a fucking badass motherfucker, dude.
Oh yeah, he's getting wins on everybody lately. So
I don't know. I have to say our 220 it's 205 class. I would say it's the most stacked class out of the ones that they got.
That's got to be Victor, Eugene, and Mason.
Ali Hamadia.
No, Ali's not on the list.
No,
Victor, Eugene, Mason. Ali's not on
sorry, Mason. Yes, but still.
How do you guys think Eugene and Tyrion's gonna go?
I don't know. That match is going to be fucking fire, buddy. Eugene's no slouch, man. Like I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know him, but I'm telling you, he's made really good pullers look really silly on the table.
I don't know though.
I know. I think that match is good. I think it's just a good match.
If I was going to put my money on anyone, I'd put on Terry. You know, I'm sorry, Eugene, but like I love Eugene's a great guy. Great puller.
I'm opposite. I might put the money on Eugene. I think Eugene's better rounded and will find a hole on John. So
can he stop the hit
stronger? I think John's stronger and his hand is going to be tough. But Eugene, I've never seen anybody be able to top roll Eugene yet. Out of all the time I've seen him pull, if he wants to put you in a hook, you're in a hook. Like,
yeah, but see, all you need is a bit more side pressure and a bit of a stronger bicep, and you got him.
Hey, listen, I know what you're saying, but I've seen Eugene make like mincemeat. Like, you know, Miles, Eugene just goes, bam, it's over. And Miles is 2 weight classes above him. Right? Miles trains with Eugene in the back.
I would love to face, you know, just for fun, like a fun super match, Eugene in a super match.
Yeah.
Eugene's 98, right? Or 205?
He's a 198 guy. Yeah. But he'll be pulling in the 205 class.
He pulls 87s though.
He pulls he does. You're right. He is lighter. He's pretty shredded for his age, actually.
Well, hey, since you have Josh on here, I think he needs to start talking about the arm bender.
Yeah, we have, but we should get back into it again.
Yeah, so, let's dive into this thing.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
Well, Clifton's in a win or lose situation this year.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win, he may not be back.
Yep.
Who did you pull last year?
Huh?
John Tyrion.
Yeah. You know what? I swear, I wish I could give him that round back, man.
That one. Yep. Yeah, that round
could have changed the tide.
That round really shouldn't have started. Ended that way. I'm gonna be a lot more precise with the rules for people, and things happen. Everybody, can have a little mistake here or there. So
yeah, no, for sure.
In any sporting event, that happens every time. So.
Yeah,
you're sticking with the normal rules, though.
Clifton's just disappointed it happened to him.
Yeah, well, he's taking on a guy that I think he's going to beat, and the reason I think he's going to win.
I don't know. I don't know. I agree with Logan and pretty much everybody else in the chat.
No, listen.
Jordan's a tall task.
Hey, fucker, it's my show. I can disagree.
You're right. You're right.
No, listen. Honestly, I would say Victor has a good chance against Jordan Sill, and you beat him. And you know what? Victor beat your hand too, but it didn't matter. He did kind of get your hand the one round, but it didn't matter. Like, I think Jordan's going to run into, as long as you go in as strong as you were with Victor or stronger, and you're fired up. I think if you can stop Jordan's hand, you're winning.
Well, I can tell you right now, it is not even a doubt in my mind. I will be significantly stronger against Jordan Sill than I was with Victor.
Wow. I see. I'm rooting for you, buddy. And you know what? You went against my teammate and good friend last time, so I am gonna just cheer the shit out of you on this match, buddy.
If Clifton gets that match cupped in, I think it becomes a war, and maybe even slightly in Clifton's favor. If he doesn't get that match cupped in, if it still dominates the hand, Clifton's gonna need every bit of side pressure he had against Belov with even a little bit more higher percentage. And then he might be able to.
We can't see you.
But I think if Clifton can be quicker on the go sideways against Jordan, Jordan has a hold to side pressure. So I've went back and I've watched some of the last guys that have pinned him, and one guy was able just to press Jordan Sill. Mm-hmm. So I think what was his? It was last year. Jordan took a loss about a year and a half ago, or about a year ago, and it was to side pressure. And I think Clifton, if he can just get on that fast and he can make it just about side pressure, I think he can beat him. But that's Jordan Sill, and he's different on the right. His right is better than his left by a lot.
At one time, I heard his left is better than his right. I heard.
They're both solid. He's had some big wins on both.
Yeah, but what is he, 4th in North America on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's ranked left too, isn't he, Clifton? I'm almost sure he's ranked like 6th left.
It's 6th or 7th. He's ranked left, and then he's ranked 4th, right?
Yep.
Okay. Does that mean Miles got his rank?
No, Clifton talked to some people about that. I'll let Clifton explain that, but I think they would have had to be at 220.
Yeah, so Miles and him came in at 200, and it was like 224. Oh. So even though he beat Jordan Sill, he didn't get Jordan Sill's 220 ranking.
Oh.
So I talked with Chance Shaw and stuff. So Jordan Sill is going to be coming in between 230 and 240 for Logan because Logan's bigger. If I would show up at 220 still and arm wrestle Jordan and win, and then I would get his ranking, even though Jordan is not 220. But if I'm 220, then I would get it.
Oh, this still, you know what? It's so opinion based in the hook anyway. They should have just gave it to him.
Well, so I'm not even. Honestly, I could really give a shit less about the ranking right now. So I'm coming in at. My goal is to be 240 pounds by February. So
I couldn't imagine being 240.
I've only been there one other time.
God, I wish I could get that light again. God, I wish I could get that small. God.
I remember when I was 240.
Yeah. Brian was in like 9th grade when he was 240.
So I remember when I was in 3rd grade.
If I can break 300, I'll be happy right now.
Clifton, we can't see you, man.
You can't?
We can just see your tits, dude.
Oh yeah.
We know you're big. We know you're big, but like.
So it shows this fucking thing down my picture, so it shows me the full screen. But okay.
Oh yeah, it's only half screen.
That's better now. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
That's pretty
so nice funny. Looking.
I mean, fuck. Luke was throwing dollar bills at the screen.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh wait, no, you fucking, hey, actually, he's throwing fucking coins at the screen. You're gonna break your screen. Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Put a lighter under him too. Throw him at you.
Yeah, my laptop's chipped, brand new. It's chipped all over from the loonies at the screen.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, I want to just little something in between because there's a pause. So we might be.
Brian, let me hold you up for a sec. Do you ever send Miles that link?
Yeah, I sent it to him on Facebook.
Shit.
Is it the right? I can't send it. Does he have an email?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he doesn't have Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, he got rid of Facebook, so he doesn't even see that shit.
Let me send it to you.
I'll text him the link.
Okay, yeah, text, email it. Yeah.
Yeah, just somebody send him the link. Anybody can do it.
I'll messenger pigeon him that link.
Yeah. Anybody can send it to him. Tell Miles I'm sorry. I see.
I think that was my fault, actually. I don't think I got you the email.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go on Facebook to just don't get rid of it.
He got rid of all the social media for some reason for a bit. I don't know why. I had him on Facebook, but he was no longer. But it still let me send a message to him. So I don't know. It's kind of
Scott
weird.
Evans said Logan was born to arm wrestle. I agree, Scott. I tell him that all the time.
Yes, he was. Yeah, sorry guys, I got behind the chat a bit.
Well, I'm gonna have to head her and go eat supper with the fam. So
yeah, buddy. Well, you have a good night and eat supper.
Have a good night, everybody. Good talking to you guys.
Yeah, see you later, man.
For sure. See you, Cody. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah.
Peace. 98 goes, fuck that guy. I don't do that to my guests. So.
Well, if you guys don't got any more questions for me, I'm probably gonna bounce too.
There he is.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll stay on.
Okay, one more question, Josh. One more question.
Miles, I dropped the ball on you. That was my fault, I think.
Yeah. Is there a female match at Armbender this year?
What's that?
Is there a female match this year?
Female? Oh yeah. Yep, there is. It's actually, I'm really excited for that one. I'll tease it right now. So there's two guys there. Their girlfriends are gonna go at it. So I think that's kind of exciting.
Josh,
you guys that are pulling there.
Josh,
yeah.
Can you throw us a bone and let us talk about? Does Miles have a match?
Female? Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. There is. It's actually, I'm really excited.
You gotta turn it off in the background.
Something's going on.
Yeah, I'm getting my brain's going.
Who's that?
If you got it playing on it like in the background, pause that volume. Yeah.
Oh, we don't.
Not us.
Oh no, you guys don't. Someone did though.
Was it me? I don't think so.
Now. I think we're good.
Okay.
Now. No echo.
Can we talk about Miles having a match, or can we get?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can. So. Just trying to, I like to, announce them with the sponsor and the poster and everything.
Then don't do it.
But
you don't have
I'll
to.
say this about it. Miles is taking on someone who has never lost a single round at the Armbender. And this guy's been on the Armbender 3 years.
Well, it's not me and it's not Clifton then.
No. It's definitely a worthy opponent. Miles.
I know who it is, but I'm not going to tell you.
I'm not worthy, fucker.
Miles has leveled up, and he's definitely the favorite. Miles leveled up really quick, but I will say this: they're both 220. So someone's going to have to basically kick the other one out of the league. And I'm not saying, if you win, you're guaranteed, a big match. And I told Miles, and I'll say it right here in front of everybody. I told Miles if he wins this match, or the other guy, if the other guy wins this match, they're going to kind of get to pick their opponent. So if they want to go after someone real big time, I think that they deserve a shot at a big name at that point because they put on so many good performances. So Miles might call out someone big, and as long as I can get him there for a decent price, I'm going to do it. Obviously if the guy asks me for like a ridiculous amount of accommodations, beyond like the normal, I won't be able to. But for the most part, if Miles says, I want this guy, or, if the other guy wins, they get I kind of made that a little stipulation for them because I do think that they are the two best guys at 220 right now, or two of the best guys. I know Clifton's up there too, of course.
Wow. So
and John Tyrion.
So we're not saying the guy's name. That's fine. So what we'll do is Miles, who are you gunning for? Who is the name?
Like you want to take if you win. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd like.
I'd love to hear that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to do. There's so many good pullers, and there's a few that I've thought about. I do want to pull Sil on the right because we were supposed to, and we didn't get to do that match.
Yeah, I like that.
I want that match.
That'd be fun too. And I'm still sure Sil would like a little revenge, so I don't think it'd be hard to talk him into it.
I don't think it'd be hard to talk him into it.
And you know what? Hey, Miles, you know what we could do for that? We could make that a 220 cap maybe, and it could be for rank.
That would be the rank.
That'd be exciting.
Yep. And then, I don't. I'm not sure who else would be on my radar.
Let me tease this.
Victor, I want you and Victor to pull.
You want me and Victor to pull?
So let's say that Miles keeps improving at the pace he's improving, because obviously he is just, he's improving as fast as anyone, or faster than the top guys. So, say he crushes this guy, because it is a left-handed match, I'll tell you that. And then maybe RVJ left-handed, they could meet at 220 or something like that. That could be interesting.
That would be interesting. Yes, I agree with that.
If Miles really keeps it right, he's got the hand,
He's got the hand to match, yeah. And they're both just, they both have natural gifts.
Honestly, I feel like that match would be good either
That'd be
arm.
pretty sweet.
Yep.
I think that'd be a fun match to watch either arm.
Yep. And also, we've teased that match with Logan here left, but that's if RVJ can't get down, if he can't make the lighter weight, So it would really depend what weight he's at and what he wants to stay at. Because, I don't know what weight class he's in right now, but I know he fluctuates a lot. You know what I mean? On what weight class he's at.
Be crazy. It'd be a crazy match.
RVJ's fun, man. He's fun to have around. He's fun to hang out with.
He's a fucking super guy. Dude. Yeah, I really like that guy.
I know he is.
He's a black.
I actually, like I said, I'm one of his biggest fans, even though I talk so much shit about him.
He's a fucking riot, dude. He really is, man. You got to hang out with that motherfucker, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
Drink us all under the table, dude. He can drink. Yeah.
What was that, Clifton?
What about you? So what's next for you for like arm wrestling? I get it that you're promoting and doing all this stuff and getting everything rolling for everybody else, but what's next for you? I know that Kevin was supposed to be there tonight, but he pussed out.
Well, I love arm wrestling, and there's too many good competitors now for me to take a spot on my Montana Armbender event. It's just there's too many guys that are deserving, and I don't really want to take up a spot on there. And plus, honestly, I did that where I competed at my own event. It is a nightmare, like to try to think about your match coming up, and then I have 1,000 other little things I'm thinking about, every second during that event. So I want to keep arm wrestling, but maybe I'll come do it at one of Brian's events, or at another event. I'd love to pull a super match. I'd like some revenge on Francis. I think I could do a little better against Francis. I've always wanted to get a win on Kevin Roy officially, because I do think he's an absolute unit. And it'd be awesome to get a win on him.
But I do want to chime in too. He has improved. Something you guys haven't seen yet. Just wait till you see him pull again.
Yeah, I've been training a lot, and Clifton has been, helping me with some training, and I'm trying to pull a little different. I used to just go straight to the hook like Brian Johnson. That's kind of how he trained me. So my hook's still solid, but I feel like the top roll's where it's at. So I've really been working on that,
I think with you just have to. It's the opposite of a long lever, Josh. So you have a short lever. So you know what? You have a lot of advantages that you just don't capitalize sometimes on. The fact that your lever is short. So I'll give you a tip right now. So your lever is short. Well, you know what? You can go to the table, put your elbow down, and just stand your arm right high.
Yeah.
Get right into your arm. Where the other guy, they're going to move his elbow back, and they're going to bring him down, and he's going to start off. Now you learn to top roll. You stay with your body. You're already in your move.
And that's exactly what I've been working on. There, staying high.
Yeah, because it's more of an advantage than a disadvantage. A lot of guys don't realize the short levers. You just have to know. You just have to learn how to use your lever, and that's good.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited. I'd like to do. We have a little ranking in our state. I think Utah, Scott Evans could fill us in on this, but I know they're doing it. If they started a ranking around the same time we did, I think. I actually saw a post after I put mine up, but they may have started it before us. But anyway, they do a little state ranking. I think it's a really fun thing. It gives you people to shoot for. Yeah. So I'd love to climb. Yeah, I'd love to climb the rankings in my state before I look out of state. I always joke with Jake Houston. I'd love to be able to hang with him someday.
I love that guy.
But I'd have to be able to beat everyone at my weight in my state. pretty much regularly, I think, to be able to challenge someone like Jake.
He learned how to use his lever, and he's deadly with it, right?
Yeah, he's got a. I just don't even. He has a move I don't even mimic.
But you know what? I'll give a shout out to Scott. So that's the World Championship Arm Wrestling Greg Sharp thing, right? The house. And if you got on that, that's pretty cool. So
I did see that.
A reality TV thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott's got the look for it. He's got that just strong look.
Well, good for you, buddy. That's good to hear. Wow.
Dakota, what do you think right now? How do you think? What do you think the score is going to be against you and Brian?
Yes.
3-1.
3-1 who?
Me.
Oof. I'm very
don't underestimate.
I'm very curious about that match because Brian's endurance is pretty incredible. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
That's going to be.
And I don't know if Dakota's power is enough to just like flash him that many times. You know, like if Brian gets in the match, he gets pretty game to it.
I don't think it is.
Dude,
Brian, I don't think it is.
I'll tell you what. Right now, I think it's going to be a grinder match. But do not underestimate Brian.
Yeah, I see it being a good match.
I know how strong he is.
Brian Johnson used to beat the fuck out of me every day, and he's the only reason I got the arm power I have today is because of him.
Yeah, actually, Brian was my first training partner too. He kind of headed our group. I saw him at a tournament, and he was tearing everybody up, and I was like, I need to practice with that guy if I like arm wrestling. You know, I want to get better. So he the headstone of our group. He was like the first guy we all started training with. That's when Joe Fair, Robert Petley. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no,
I have a question for you. Where would you put me and Weston Tempo on the left?
Weston Tempo, I think you
beat that. That is right now. Yes, you beat him. His left got tweaked against Brian, right? No, yeah, against Brian. So get this. After Brian smashed Sam Gitline, remember that at the Armbender? Brian just crushed him 3-0, and Sam's very good.
I know.
I think he just beat Dalton left-handed recently at Big Sky State Games. But anyway, Weston was tearing through Brian left-handed, and they were doing live ready goes, and they were fresh. So it was weird. Weston's kind of crazy. Like his left will just be on fire sometimes, but right now it's not that strong. But if you're asking at that moment, I don't know. Weston's left was pretty crazy at that moment. But what were you asking exactly?
I was asking you that because I saw the film of Weston and Brian pulling left arm. And like,
did you see Weston's arm pop? Did you watch where it popped?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I don't want to talk too much
over
on it
yeah.
I don't want to give away on what I plan on doing or what I want to work on. But like I saw some vulnerability in Brian's hand there.
Yeah.
And I saw Brian getting out of his shoulder lock where he's really strong. Here's what I think, to be completely honest. Like I think if Brian gets in his spot, I think it's a rough day for me to get him out of that. I think I have to work a lot, and I think I have to exert a lot of energy. But I think that if I use my technical abilities to keep him out of where he's really strong and put him in positions he doesn't like to be in, I think that there are lanes to beat him. Like I don't think he's as much of a climb as Miles was last year, and I think I have about 4 months to get there.
Yeah.
And now that I'm starting to know it's like genuinely a left-hand match, like my left hand is interesting because it's not stronger. But if you ask people like Brian or some people, like they will tell you it feels stronger.
Yeah, no, I think you're in it for sure. I mean, I have no doubt of that. Miles, he exposed Brian's weakness, and I think most people, even Brian knows what it is, he's susceptible to that press because his arm's so long. And that's kind of how Miles.
Brian's weakness? A fucking giant hand? Like, come on now, let's be fucking real here.
Miles has a strong press. Miles rolled right into that press. I think, is that how you beat him every round, Miles, with that press? I don't really remember. I know you beat him at least.
I did beat the press, and then a couple in the second round. I think the first round, if I remember correctly, it was straight sideways with kind of like a high hook, but I don't remember.
I know.
And then the final round, that one was just give it.
Yeah, that match surprised me. That's when Miles, I'm sure Miles may have taken off at a different time, but for me, that's when I saw it. It's when he beat Brian there. Miles, he really leveled up. Like, from what I remember him the few practices before, he's really new to the sport, so I only seen him a few times. Then all of a sudden he was beating Brian, and I was like, whoa. It's crazy.
Well, I've said this for pretty much since the beginning of Miles's career. His hand is going to be, it's just stupid. I hate it. Yeah. I fucking hate it.
It's giant.
I'll quickly answer Jody's question. So Jody said, where's Jody's question? Sorry, guys. I just want to say, he goes, here's the $1 million question, boys. Who on the show is part of Team Calgary or TAWF? You know what? I might have an opportunity to pull for the third spot reservist this summer. But other than that, no one on this podcast is on Team Calgary. So it's a
Clifton beat a guy on the team, though.
Yeah, Clifton did.
And I beat a guy who beat Clifton. So
yeah, what you guys got to do is find out where the closest the tough team is to you and try to get on it. I think Florida. What are all the American teams, Dakota? Do you remember?
Florida is Tampa Bay. Then you have Long Island, which would be New York area. Then you have Detroit, which is Michigan Central area. And then you have Las Vegas.
And
then you have Montreal Saints, Toronto Smoke, Vancouver Wildcats, and Calgary Rangers. And that's the 8 teams for the tough.
Who do you think out of all of them has the most stacked team? Like, really?
I haven't seen the rosters yet. So here's my honest opinion. Alberta is quite stacked.
Ontario's stacked.
I think overall, like non-bias, I think Montreal is the most stacked team.
Montreal for sure.
Well, and they won the first one. Like,
BLM
they were
and Curtis Cameron at 242 is
John Therian
is ridiculous. They got John Therian on there. Yeah, they're good.
Their team is stacked for sure.
Well, but guys,
Alberta's team's pretty sick though.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I don't know.
We have the most depth as far as pulling up. Every weight class we got, they can pull up a weight class. Every single one.
I agree with that. And our women are on another level.
Our women are stupid. Yeah. World champions on there.
I agree. Those Canadian women are on completely different levels.
Actually, I want to ask Josh, Clifton, and Miles this question.
I think Josh is trying to say something. Yeah, you got to go.
Well, no,
Josh.
Go ahead, Dakota, and then I'll.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Josh, I didn't hear you. That's
no, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Where do you guys think I'm at right now compared to Brian? And if I train specifically for Brian, like good with the left, like how much do you think I would realistically be able to close the gap in your mind right now? Like, could you guys see me going from being an underdog right now to a favorite on the day of? Or do you think that if I'm a dog right now, I stay a dog? And if I'm a favorite right now, like, do I stay at the same percentage?
All right, who wants to go first?
You can go first, Josh.
Okay, so Brian, as long as he's working out, which I believe he is, he's very strong right now. I do think he's the slight favorite at this moment. I do think, I actually believe this for a lot of pullers. It's true. When you've had as many years as Brian, you've been in the sport so long and you train hard all the time, you're somewhat peaked out. You know what I mean? If you don't really change things up, it's just hard not to peak when you eat perfect your whole life and train hard your whole life. So I think his ability to gain strength will not be as big as yours, Dakota. Like, he won't be able to gain strength as fast as you can, or as much probably in that amount of time. I do think he's the favorite now, but I do think you're going to close the gap, and I think it's going to be very close. I think Brian's going to have a good day. Because he's, I've noticed that with Pelly, Brian, guys like that, they have good days and bad days. Same with Chuck Young. Some people are real consistent, but I do think, Brian has days where he's like up here and then days where he's down here for sure. And I think if he comes in where he's at is just really feeling good, I think it's going to be a super tough for you to pull the win out. But I don't think you're going to be you're not going to look like a mismatch even then. But I do think you can pull it out. Even if he came in peak form, but I do think he's still going to be the slight favorite. But I think it's a good match. That's why I set it up. I think it's close.
No,
you guys have similar levers.
I like the endurance thing everyone talks about. Sorry, before Clifton and Miles go up.
Yeah.
I like I have fun with endurance, and I think it's good. And so I think pulling someone who's also an endurance puller is fun. And I know how good his endurance is. So I would love to, I part of me, wants to see it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I got a quick story on that. So Monster Michael Todd came to Montana. You guys can look that up. Mm-hmm. He came to Montana before I started the arm bender. It was called it's on his YouTube channel, and it's called Montana Hits Hard. He pulled the torque wrench, he pulled Ben Brooks. Anyway, he went through all of us, and he usually never lost when he did that with people. Brian Johnson and him got into a war, and Brian outlasted him. And when it started turning into a war, I knew it was going to happen. That's how good Brian's endurance is. Granted, Michael Todd pulled like 5 guys before Brian, but still, when it turned into an endurance battle, Brian did pin him. It's pretty cool. If you want to go see Brian pin Monster Michael Todd, it's on his channel. But, obviously, there's a lot, his practice and all that. So I'm not saying he could beat Michael Todd, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it turned into an endurance war and he pinned him. So that's pretty cool if you want to go check that out.
I think I've seen it. Yeah, no, I definitely seen it. Yeah.
Cool.
100%. Oh yeah, I see everything, buddy. I watch arm wrestling all day. So yeah.
All right. So, Clifton and Miles. And then I got one thing to say and I got to go.
Yep.
Same. Miles, you go.
Oh, all right, fine. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel that training for one specific person and one specific move, all it would take is for that person to change up one little thing, and your entire training is for shit.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say I would stick to one thing. I would still do multiple things, of course. I do feel that the strength gap is closing up from what I loosely felt. So I say that's going to be interesting. The table IQ will be good. I'm going to say it's not going to be a sweep out. Definitely not. Like it's going to be a good match. It'll be well earned. So
yeah, I think so. Someone's going to have to earn it.
And he does have the endurance to go.
Oh yeah.
It's usually that my hand was greater, or I just said, fuck it, we're going this way. And just the way it was. But no, it'll be good. I'm excited to see it.
Nice.
Clifton.
Dakota loses 1-3.
1-3?
Joking. I'm just joking. No.
You said that so straight face. Holy shit.
What?
You said that so straight faced.
I know. I can see his tears from here, bro.
I did cry a little.
No, so what I think it's gonna be a good match. If Dakota wasn't starting this training setup that I've been wanting him to do with me, and he's kind of started it, now we're kind of do stuff. I feel like the endurance of Brian would affect the match way more, because I think most of the time Dakota's going to be on this side cranking back. That's what I feel like. I feel like if we're talking center table control, I feel like Brian has more center table control than Dakota. Now, with Dakota training with me and doing, trying to build up your elbows and do stuff like that to be able to withstand center table, and that's my main focus, and that's what I think is really important. I think he already has the tools to give Brian a really good match and to make him work. And I think one of the biggest factors of that whole thing is being able to try to keep center table or go over. Do I think that by February, will Dakota be at the point to where he's going to flash pin him? No. But do I think that by February, Dakota is going to be at the point to where he's going to be able to control center or get to like a 10 o'clock? Yes, I think that's good. And if he can make sure he masters that area, realistically, his stuff that he already knows should be well, because I'd rather hold Brian Johnson here and drive endurance than here in Trias Endurance. So with that being said, I think it's I still think it's going to be a very close match. It's going to be 3-2 in my eyes, and I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I think we all agree that Brian is the favorite, 100%. He's got all these years pulling. He's pulled the big names. He's got endurance for days. But I would say Brian's the favorite too. I'm going to throw in my 2 cents. I think if Dakota works, especially if he's working with you, Clifton, Dakota's biggest weakness that I always found, I only slow pull him and we just practice sometimes, but I've always felt the lack of his side pressure. He's got such good hand control, good back pressure, good table IQ too, to what he's feeling. You help him and then he starts working on that side pressure. I think that, like you said, instead of stopping the match and being here, he can stop it. He can stop it on go, and I think he could get what he wants. And if he pulls him right, he might be able to pull Brian right outside his shoulder and pin him. Like if he does it near center table.
Yeah. Right.
So, but
I think it's all going to depend on exactly what you're saying. I think everything's going to really depend on
on certain
the center
things.
table. And I've told Dakota this, and I've told Miles this. Realistically, I think both of them are actually better arm wrestlers than I am. They both have very good tools, naturally with the hand levers and how they do everything. They both know how to transition between moves very well and stuff like that. The only thing I really have is I'm fucking strong. That's about it. Well, I'm not as strong as Nathan, but I'm pretty strong.
Well, you're a good arm wrestler too.
But
I'm a flex later.
I didn't even see Nathan.
I've said this to Miles and to Dakota. If they would build up their side pressure, and Miles is actually getting really good. I'm not saying Miles is no chump because his side pressure has came quite a long way.
That used to be his weakness too, was side pressure.
Right, and he's been doing way better. But I feel like both of those guys with more improved side pressure is a deadly puller. It's the same thing with Logan. I think Logan is in the same boat as me to a point to where he has all the strength, he has the levers, but now he's working on connectivity of how to connect all of those things to make one fluent motion. Yeah. I would say all three of those guys are better arm wrestlers than me. It's just I get lucky and I got old man strength. That's it.
Yeah.
If Miles and I merged as one and Clifton and Logan merged as one, who would win?
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
The joke for the last probably 2 years, I've always told Miles that if I would have his hands, I would be ranked in top 3, hands down.
Yeah. You mean hands up because they're so big?
Yeah, look at these things. It's like, I don't know.
Grab
a strong hand.
So since we were talking about Dakota Shipton and Brian Johnson, I just want to throw out the sponsor of that match is Joe Bensky and Leah at Bensky Towing and Recovery. I want to always, honor the sponsors when we're talking about the matches they picked up. This can't happen without them, man. They've been just the bedrock legendary sponsors of the arm bender. So can't say enough good about them. And they really help me all the time, guys. They do. They just, when I'm stressed or I have stuff going on, they're right there for me. So they keep this stuff going.
Yeah. But last thing each year too.
Yeah. So last thing before I got to leave, I got a question for Clifton, and I just want a straight answer. This is a dead serious question. If you and Declan hold right now, just one round and a ready go, who would win?
Declan would never arm wrestle again because of dislocated shoulder.
I just had to ask. I'll see if Declan agrees. We'll see if we can get him to get an answer.
We're going to lose again to Declan.
I had to give Clifton a hard time. Hey, it was good seeing all you guys.
Clifton, call me if you need pointers.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, you guys take care.
Good seeing you, Josh.
Take care,
Josh. Yeah, see you, Miles. See you, Dakota.
Good job, Logan.
Hey, Josh.
Take care, brother.
Wait, I want to say something. Josh, show that shirt off. For anyone watching who doesn't know, Josh is selling these shirts and hoodies, and all the proceeds go to the arm bender. It helps the pullers pull. It helps Josh get more stuff in for the arm bender. It just helps everybody all around. And if you like the shirts, like the hoodies, go and buy them. You can find them on his Facebook. There's a link there. I shared the link. I think Clifton shared the link.
Thank you, Dakota. Yeah, I do ship them. So I took a big first order. So now I'm actually not taking orders. But if you're interested, message me. If I see a bunch of people are interested, I may do another big order. You know, I mean, this is my first time doing this, but we got some really cool shirts made and hoodies and tank tops. But yeah, we've already kind of closed the order for this round. We got a lot of interest and a lot of people ordered, which was great. But yeah, if people are still interested, they want more merchandise, I'm going to come out with more stuff. We're going to have new jerseys coming out too that are maybe even different from these. So we're going to have a lot of options. But thank you, Dakota. I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, Josh. You take care, man, and we'll chat soon.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.
See you later.
See you later, Torque Wrench.
See ya.
Hey, see you later, guys.
Good job, buddy.
I noticed Michael Seabrook's comment here. He says, Dakota, do you prefer to lose fast or slow? I think he's asking me that because he called me out for a super match on the 28th of October. We're having an Edmonton club match because I pulled at the club ranking tournament and I ended up being ranked second in the 220s there under Jeff Miller. Wow. And I think he's challenged. Yeah, I only lost to Jeff that day. I beat everyone else in the club. So I think he thinks he's going to whoop me by the sounds of that comment. So we'll see how that goes.
So when was that ranking? Was that like earlier or was it recent?
Yeah, that was earlier. That was like 6 months ago.
I remember that.
Except for Jeff.
Right.
But now Seabrook's been coming up through the ranks and he's beating everybody up in the 98. So he called me out. So Paul Andrews said I was scared. And I was like, I'll literally arm wrestle any day. Just let me know. And we agreed on the 28th of October. So it should be fun. I'm excited.
Best of 3, best of 5?
I think first of 3. We're pulling, I'm pulling with these guys this weekend, and then I'll probably do a Tuesday practice in Edmonton, and then I'll have a week of rest before I pull Seabrook. So
a first 2-3 or a best of 3?
First to 3 wins.
Oh.
So
hello, Nathan.
I was just about to say what's going on. We might have to get a club going in the Southwest, eh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something. Hey,
we have to do some Shawneman Arm Wrestling Club.
There you go. Yeah, we sure could.
Good. Yeah. Got some pole sheds where we could throw some tournaments even too if we ever want to get that going.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could see what we could all do. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta come up here. I can go down there or something. I just got my passport renewed last week, so we'll have to get some training in here pretty soon.
There you go. Yeah, things are kind of slowing up right now. All I'm doing is just working and training, and I got 3 weeks, and then I'm headed to Ottawa. So.
Oh yeah, right on.
You're going to Open. You're gonna win that, and then
is Eugene and everybody going again? Sergey and
everyone's going again.
I wish I wasn't hurt, man. That I was actually thinking about that one this year.
So
that's a big one. Yeah,
Chris, that would be a great match. Well, yeah, we're pulling Chris. It's confirmed, so you'll get to see it on 2 Tuesdays from now.
Yeah, because potentially I could be in the running for the trifecta or the triad.
Yeah, whatever. I know what you're talking about. Eric Rusin's thing there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I won provincials, I won nationals, and if I win my class over there, then I'm in the running for it.
Trifecta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the Auto Open's the biggest. It's the biggest event probably singly. Like I don't know. Like I would say Ottawa Open, Mayhem at the Mall, like for outside nationals and provincials. I think those are the 2 big ones. Mayhem at the Mall is the big one for West Coast, and then East Coast is Ottawa Open.
West Coast.
So, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I got to go get my kids in bed. So.
No problem, bro. Thanks for joining us.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah, it was good being on. Dakota, you better be ready tomorrow evening when you get back. We have training.
All right, Cliff. We got to get ready for that Brian Johnston.
Yeah, we're supposed to have Randy Sparling come train with us tomorrow.
All right, guys. Later.
Okay, brother. You have a good night, Clifton. Yeah. I'm curious to see.
You're supposed to have Randy go train with you, Brian? Is that what you said?
That's what apparently he's going to try to come over and train with us.
Red Deer or Dale?
No, Dale's dungeon. Yeah, there's a practice tomorrow. Yeah, so there's a practice tomorrow, and I already committed because that Randy's supposed to stop by, and we're doing our bicep day, right? So bicep day in the dungeon is where the power comes from on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It looks like Dale does elbow day or something because.
Well, we do table curls. So you know that stop that he has before the pad.
Yeah,
you know
where his
how,
elbow looks like
hard
it's
it
gonna
is to pin.
shatter.
When Dale gets in his lock, he is not easy to pin. Like you have to pin Dale on the go. You have to just pull him outside. But
Dale almost lost that match he was in last weekend. Holy man!
But yeah,
that was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Jason's a strong dude, and he's leveling up quickly. Yeah,
his hand looks nuts.
Oh, it is. It is. You know what? Just his inexperience and his inability to press properly.
Yeah, you'd have him, and then you'd go back in.
Yeah, and then you give it to him. And Dale, he's like Clifton. You have to almost break his arm to pin him. Like if he's in his lock and he's in that sideways grinder, you got to break his arm. That's the only way you can get him. So yeah, or have a good press, right? But Jason didn't have a press, so.
Yeah, Jason made a few too many mistakes. He just needs some fine tuning.
I agree.
Miles had steam coming out as he was reffing because he just wanted to give him pointers, but
but see, Jason did the right things to take Dale at times, right?
Yeah,
he would give it away. Actually, Miles, I think I seen you do that a little while when you first started. Same thing, though, right?
Miles was like. And then
I remember Miles right over and then just he had him and he's like, have it back.
Yeah, I know.
I'm bugging.
I did that with Mocan.
You did it with Mocan. You did it with Vitaly.
And I did it with Vladimir.
Vladimir, yes, that's his name.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just
that's a match that I want to run back one of these days.
Oh yeah,
I think you should. Sure. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure he'd be willing. So.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because he'd be like you fresh, him fresh, where you're at now, your evolution and everything.
Yeah,
that's a high level match. It's a nice rematch, and it's one where people are like, I don't know what's gonna happen this time.
Right.
I'm sorry, Miles, about the handles, man. Like, you know what? You were so busy, and I'm sorry I didn't stay either. I had to get back, but because they wanted me to give you guys breaks. You guys were
right,
and you guys worked to the bone that day. So
good job. Yeah, that was a lot of reffing.
A long fucking day. Yeah.
It was.
I know what it's like. Believe me, those are the ones where I question why I got into reffing sometimes. They're great events, but you don't get to enjoy them properly when you're reffing all day either, right?
No.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting, all right.
You got your reps in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. And then I looked at Hicks and it was like, all right. I could see he was getting, little fatigued. So it's like, all right, I'll jump up there. Okay, here we go. And then, just spell off back and forth. It didn't matter to him. And, I was happy to do it. And
you just rotate, break it up. It's great.
Yeah.
And he's so good to ref with too.
Oh, absolutely. No, he was good. And absolutely. Yeah. And like I got a lot of the amount of people that came up to me after the event and thanked me for reffing and everything. It was it was almost overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot, and Dave's like come up to me and goes, I'll be honest, Miles, I haven't been to too many shows where I've had this many people come up and thank me for reffing.
Yeah.
I've been cussed out a time or two, but not thanked.
Yeah, well, Dave notices it all, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, Butcher, and I work good with Butcher. Butcher got me. He's the one who talked me into reffing. Period. So, yeah, he's good, man. He's great to work with because he teaches you still too while you're going, right? So, point out little things, right? Like
I enjoy reffing with Butcher too. So both of them, some of the best in the sport as far as I'm concerned, and I love working with them, and I will anytime I get a chance.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Alrighty, Brian, we're gonna go do some polling before we head out tonight.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I get to jump in.
Oh, yeah.
Behave, you boys.
Yeah.
Don't get in any mischief.
A lot of trouble. Don't you worry.
Miles, it was great seeing you guys.
You too, brother.
Hey, Dakota.
On the podcast, I'm always watching. I feel like I'm always watching. I kept
there you go.
And I was like, wait a second, I'm a part of this shit tonight. So thanks, guys.
You're part of it. Yeah, man.
Logan, I want to come down to Montana and pull with you again soon, man. So
Yeah,
I know
I
I'm
think
not strong
Logan
enough
needs to
for
get
you,
his
but I'll
ass up
try and
here
show you a
too.
thing or two.
Yeah.
That would be fucking fantastic. ASAP.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get up to you guys and train.
You really should, like maybe we could plan a weekend. You can get the best of it, like you could
Red
hit
Deer, Edmonton,
Red Deer.
Lethbridge,
Well, yeah,
Calgary.
you could train in Calgary, then we could train in Red Deer, and then you can go up to Edmonton, and I would even
don't forget Medicine Hat.
Oh, maybe Medicine Hat. That's
They're scary over
ways
there,
away,
though.
but
Don't forget Saskatoon. You're forgetting Saskatchewan. You guys
yeah,
never talk
I'm
about
just
us
saying the
trying.
line, right? Because if he comes to Calgary, he's got a line. It's Calgary, Red Deer, Edmonton, right in a row, right?
I'm already part Canadian, so I mean, I should just be able to go there without a passport, really.
Yeah,
it's true, honestly.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. You have a good night. Seabrook, you sleep well this next week. You okay. So I'm excited for that match. It's gonna be a good time. He thinks he's gonna whoop me.
No, listen, it's a good match for you, Dakota.
I think it's a good match. I do. I legitimately think
and
it's
a
good
think
match.
you're approaching it You're approaching it properly too, because I think Clifton, what he's telling you, that is the truth. That's exactly what I would say too. And I think if you can close, you get strong in that one area you need to be against Brian. I think you can give him a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But anyways, you guys have a good night. Take care.
Yep, later.
See you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. See you guys later.
Okay, brother. Have a good night.
You too.
Take care, man. Yeah, no, that Dakota's biting off a lot with that match, but I think it'll be good for him. And I think,
with Brian, you mean?
Yeah, and I think, Dakota, you know what? You whooped his ass so bad last year, but it was good. It was good for him. Like it was at that time, Dakota was riding high because he had won a lot of matches and he needed that. And then he pulled Lee Germain too, and it was the same.
Yep.
Right? It was the same.
Yep.
So he needed it. And you know what? He's leveled up, and he's leveled up a lot since then. Sometimes you have to, you got to take a whooping sometimes. And
like that's what happened with me and Vladimir was, I was doing pretty good riding the wave, and then it's like, all right, yep, no problem. And then I got my ass beat, and
kind of how I feel like today. Same thing. That's what I felt today. Same fucking thing. You feel like you're the fucking king of the world, and then today you kind of like, what the fuck, you know?
Yelling. I was yelling in the chat. If you go back and look at the chat, I was like telling you what to do and fucking. I was like, he doesn't see this. I'm like, fuck. I messaged you too. I'm like, listen, I just want you to do this. Did you get the message? There was one message
I did see it after the fact. I'm a stupid fucker, you know?
Yeah. See, you know what? I'm going to quickly tell you. So listen, like I said, we were saying earlier, you just, on that setup, just know in your head that this is the most important time of the match, is right now in the setup. Fight. You got to learn to fight for everything. And start. One of the biggest thing any coach is going to teach you when you're setting up at the table is to start pronated with your pronation active, because if you can always start with your pronation,
start like this or what?
Yes. When that pronation's active, that right away you've already won something, right?
Yeah.
You're starting with everything. You know what I mean? So just start, and then you're so strong, Chuck. His weakness is when you pull him out of his lane, because Chuck just goes straight sideways.
Sideways all the time.
So with Chuck, and he's programmed. He does one thing, boom, 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 and he's gotten pretty good at it. So with Chuck, you want to load on yourself, start pronated, and when they say go, don't worry about going this way. With Chuck, just go straight up and back, because he's throwing his whole body into that hit. And once you do that, now he's at a position, and you're in the driver's seat. So that's the only thing I would change in that match. And when you pull Jordan, he's so hand dominant. You got to enable that stuff, and you can't be giving Jordan anything on your hand at the start of the match.
I'm not giving anybody shit after today. No. This really opened my fucking eyes today. It really
Jordan
did.
Will take more than Chuck took, and you'll have nothing, and you'll even have less. Yeah. What do you think, Miles? You actually know, so.
Well, Jordan is really great in the setup, and I could feel like he had some uncomfortability with my hand, and then so like he might have changed something from where he normally goes, to try and see if the pressures was different. But then it was like, so after the first round, it was like, he's like, oh, all right, good job, kid. It's like, oh, thanks. And then the second round, I beat him again, and then he's like, all right, enough of this shit. We're gonna fix this right now. And then everything changed, and like then his center was much stronger, and he was really adapting and making the differences. So where he felt the gaps, then he was trying to just close them up
with pressure.
And of course, it was once he did that, then I had to switch my tactics because, well, in truth and honesty, my hand was not 100% when I went into that match because I dropped 600 pounds of steel on it the day before.
Oh,
just my luck. And the week before that, I smashed it with a 12-pound hammer. So I was not in the greatest luck, you know. It was like, damn, what the hell are you doing? But he no, and so what I did notice though, for sure, is like the first 2 rounds, if you can do something, it's really good for you. But as the rounds go on, where most people might start to deload the tank and start running out of fuel, his don't. It's like that's when he starts firing up, and then his endurance can outlast you. And that's where it got kind of spooky there for a little bit. It's like, all right, I'm starting to peter out, and he's just grabbing another gear and about to run away with you.
Yeah. Well, see, and Logan, I would go back and watch the match with Miles and him left-handed, and then I don't even think you have to overthink it. Just know when you're practicing for the next. Well, how long do you got? 4 months?
See,
3 months? 4 months.
4 months, yeah. I'd say 3.5, 4 months.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So what you need to do in practice is not just hold. You got to get out of that anyway. I already noticed. I already know what your problem is. So in practice, let me see if you do this. I've never pulled you in practice. I don't know what you do, but
let's change that. Let me get my ass up there. Let's find out.
Yeah. So I assume when you go to practice, you're one of the strongest guys there, and a lot of times you'll find yourself just letting people do whatever and holding them.
That's 100%. 100%.
And you know, that's fine and dandy in a way, but what you want to do is, because I used to do that. I used to go to practice and I was strong. So I'd hold people and I would just do it. But then I started programming myself, and then I was finding myself in like tournaments and shit where I would just be like catching on the go and then having to adjust and then win. And then I was finding myself getting in trouble sometimes, right? So I'm like, why? What the fuck? I'm not reacting. Then it all came true. And then Matt and Sean, they're like, Brian, you do too much holding in practice.
That's exactly what it is. 100%. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, because
that's 100% fucking spot on what you just said. That is exactly what I'm doing wrong.
So what you need to do is find a way to go on the table, take your own strength down. We have this thing now, and I do it, and I know what Sean's talking about now. I didn't for a long time. We have this thing called 60-70%. And basically we pull and flow with each other. And if I'm stronger, I will bring my strength down to your level and pull fluid with you. So that way, when you're on the table practicing with the other guy, you can now do different things. He can get you somewhere awkward, and you can try to just use your lever by moving your elbow, trying to figure out how to counter wherever position you're in without increasing your strength. So you would just like you would try to bring your elbow forward and see if you can get it, and you can go back and forth with each other. And it's just the best way to train, really, because it's the muscle memory and the once you start flowing on the table all the time, you'll become more comfortable with just being on the table, right? So anyway, that's something that you should start doing because you are strong. So you don't need to worry about getting stronger. Like, you don't need to be redlining. You don't need to be just holding people. you need to arm wrestle now. That's it.
Yeah.
No more fucking, you know what I mean? Holding. You're strong. You already know you're a fucking strong dude. So now it's just about getting good, right? So
right.
So just start thinking that, and make sure you got good communication with whoever's on the other side of the table. Communicate to them what you're expecting out of the experience. Do you know what I'm saying? That way you get everyone on the same page, right? And then your team can help you get ready for Jordan. Yeah. What would you give? What would you say, Miles?
Well, I would agree with what you said, because like right now in the last month or so, Eugene's had me. He's like, all right, if you do this, whatever. He said, I want you doing about 65, 75%, no more. He says, so load, deload, whatever. And it's like, all right, so then you're not overexerting yourself. It's like, oh, all right. So I've found, practice or whatever is sitting here. It's like, all right. And you get yourself in the jam. It's like, okay, well, we know we can hoard. And it's like, no, shoot, we can't do that anymore. That's right. We're 70%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then you let back off the throttle and it's like, okay, well, let's get smart here. Let's see. All right. Let's tuck in. And then you start looking for them other lanes to where you don't have to horse. You just get smarter and go in for something different. So yes, I absolutely agree with that. And I think that's something that Logan needs now. Is Logan, he's got the strength, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't need to get him stronger. We just need to fine tune some things and work on some endurance and just some routine maintenance. Just sit there like tuning a car. Just sit there, give him a fine tune up. We can,
I agree.
like I said, the endurance, and then just polish off some edges, work on some speed drills, shit like that, just so when there is the ready go, he's green light. He'll be like that dragster. But in the match, if he needs to, he will have more than enough fuel reserves or an extra gas tank to outlast into another round.
Yeah.
So like that was kind of how when I first started was, I was a good drag car, but if I didn't get that in the first little bit, she was about petered out. And I was the same way when I wrestled in high school. I didn't have the wind after my cancer stuff. And if I could get them within the first match, I was good. But if they found out that they could stay away from me just long enough to get to that second, I was gassed. And then they'd come in for the attack. And that was it. And I couldn't fight off. So, I agree. Just some fine tuning, work on that, and you'll be about as a good match as we can make it.
I agree. Yeah. You just gotta. It's hard too because you get like, I've been to a lot of clubs. I've trained at a lot of clubs, and a lot of clubs have guys that have the tendency they want to redline and stuff at practice. And you know what? That's fine too. If once every month, you want to just have a banger and you go do it once a month or once every 6 weeks. But like even Eugene will tell you, never would you go hard and all out week after week after week, ever.
No.
And, and make sure, you're doing your daily blood flow. I do my daily exercises too for my hand and wrist conditioning. Like I do it 7 days a week. I do hundreds of reps. I do ulnar deviation. I do 2 risers, 2 pronations. You know what I mean? Like I do my hand rice bucket every night. Try to do your daily stuff too, because that's conditioning, and that also forces blood in there a lot, and it will help you with your endurance on the day of. Like that daily light conditioning, high rep stuff is good for healing. It's also really good for just blood flow conditioning, because when if you don't do that little stuff, a lot of guys say it's I don't need it. I just do my training a few days a week. No, because when you get to the table, you haven't blown up your hand for a month or when you know what I mean, or even a week. Now you go to the table, it just explodes with blood by the second round. You want to train that hand to control the lactic. You know what I mean? That's in your blood system. So anyway, just throwing that out there too. Make sure you're doing that. just help you. Just every little thing you're going to need against Jordan.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be a different guy come February.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You're a good guy and you're so strong. I want to see you succeed, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, well, like I said, I'll make it up there. We'll get up there.
Oh, yeah. I might come down to Montana too in the next little while. I don't know. Winter comes. I'm more likely to come there in the winter than the summer. Summer, I'm so busy I can never get there. Yeah.
Right. I get it.
But
so how's your left feeling now?
Left's getting better. My left's getting better. I don't know how his left is. Probably
I was
sore.
gonna say, is it jello? Is it still buttery?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, still
feels good. That might be good enough to beat yours right now. No, I doubt it.
That was good. It was slick.
Yeah, no. It's pretty fucking tore up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. I didn't get hurt today, and I'm not in the fucking emergency room, so that's a win.
That's a win. Absolutely.
No, you did good. You were holding them in that losing position that one round. When he fouled, you were just holding them there.
Yeah, well, even that, the second round, he fucking flash pinned me, but even that, that was, so the first round I pinned him, second round, he flash pinned me, third round, I did fucking hold him in, I came all the way back and still pinned him with my hand totally fucking gone.
Yeah.
And then that fourth round.
That took a lot out of you, though, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the fourth round he fouled out. So
yeah, he did. Yeah,
I mean, you saw his elbow did come up. Well, he got one foul in the refs.
He got away with one too. So yeah, he got away with one too.
Yeah, I mean, I do legitimately think I won, but that's not the way I really wanted to win today. No. I'm not gonna lie to you. No. I wanted to fucking smoke that motherfucker. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know what? You guys went and did a couple more rounds, and yeah,
the guy is incredible. He really is.
Oh, he's so. You know what?
He's incredible, man.
I didn't get to experience it with him because I didn't let him into it. I didn't let him do that hit to me because Chuck's hit does look pretty good. Like I gotta say, it looks good, and I knew about it before I pulled him. I just disabled it, so it didn't. It was irrelevant. So
yeah,
that's what you got to do. You're strong enough to do it. So
if I could disable that, it would have been my match. Like nothing.
It's like this. Okay, so listen. Remember, I don't know if you read. I said, listen, I want you to load on yourself. Okay, because listen, Chuck, he's a force that once he gets moving, he's hard. To stop that momentum is, you know what I mean. But if you can neutralize it so he never gets going, you just load. Like you're not loading on him. You're just barreling down, and you're just you're loading on yourself. And when they say go, don't worry because you're not going to beat him this way because he's faster than you.
What you're saying is don't start like this.
Definitely don't start like that.
You start pronation active, hard down, shock absorber. Like you're loading, but you're just loading statically on yourself. And when they say go, boom, just hit back because the thing is he's coming in like this. And when you just go like that, you can do this faster than he can go to the pad. So you just go boom, hard back, right? He's going to get stuffed. And then once he gets stuffed, he's not that strong in this position. But when he's here, Chuck's really strong. Like
oh my God, dude.
On the winning side. Yeah.
He scares the fuck out of me. And he has since day one, but the guy is definitely on. He is a different leveled up Chuck than I pulled against in 2022. Definitely leveled up.
But he was getting you on the go in the center.
Yeah, he was. He fucked me, dude. He got me.
Honestly, the way you were starting, I don't know. I think a lot of people would have beat you today because you weren't winning those setups.
Yeah. No, I really wasn't. Yeah, I mean that's like a brand new arm wrestler starting today, wasn't it?
Well, no, it wasn't that bad. No,
it wasn't that bad. Like
it was close.
No, I still wouldn't say that. Like it was just some of the stuff you need to realize that you can't let that shit fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to catch it, realize it, and deal with it.
Yeah.
Like if someone, like I was saying, like with Dakota and I's match back in February when the strap was applied, and he come up to curl in to crank in. It's like, nope, no, you ain't getting
Don't
that.
take that shit.
I'll make the ref, and I made the ref bring us back because you don't let them get that extra advantage. It'll change everything.
The last guy to grip, like if you're both fighting for the grip, the last guy to grip is the best. So that's why he grips right away, you grip. He grips right away, you grip. You have to play the game with them, right? Too.
Yep. That's exactly where I fucked up today. I match his pressure, match it. Also, I was just sitting up there with a floppy fucking cock wrist today. That's all it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but it even goes down to little things like knowing which side of the table. What's the good side of the table?
The one that you can face the ref, because you can look and you can see the go.
And there's other reasons too. So the one where you can face the ref, the one where the opponent, the other guy gets the buckle every time, right? If you go to straps. Also, the one I personally don't like the buckle. I'd rather without the buckle, I always get my webbing higher than my opponent every time. I just have a way. I flow with it because they're cranking down on the back of his hand. I'm always gaining height.
Oh yeah, because yes, I see it.
Yes, his hand's getting pulled down, and I'm pushing mine up right away. You know what I mean? So, little things that you have to learn in the setup. That I'm telling you, Logan, you can go from being like good, like a strong dude today, but if these things is all you work on for the next year, you could be fucking beating like really big names because you're strong. So you learn all your levels going forward are going to be those little things, the little things like what you gain in the setup, feeling, knowing. That's what you need now. So table time.
Like I said, I'm going to get that passport, Miles. Let's line up a weekend. Let's go up and train with these motherfuckers. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get you, let's get Matt, let's get Sean, let's get everybody. I want to train with all you guys. I really do.
We would all come, buddy, and
that would be awesome. Let's line something up. I'm down.
Yeah, because it would help you in miles. And you know what? You'll fall in love with arm wrestling even more when you start learning the little things, right?
Yeah, because I really don't know fucking shit if you can't tell already, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. You know what? Montana, they're a young arm wrestling community in the sense that like you're all learning now so quickly. I've noticed the level there in the last year and a half has really started coming up with everybody there. So you're along for the ride, right? So you guys
just gotta fine tune some shit, and then everything will come into place,
Yeah. No, I you guys are all strong dudes. Everybody I've seen down there, if they were a little better on the table, like Montana would be a force because there's guys there are strong. Like really,
you guys got a whole different table IQ up there than we got, or something. You guys know what's going on. I don't know.
It's just the way. I think it's just because it's just different. We probably look at it different. You guys work hard. You're hardworking. You spend the amount of time you get to think and do arm wrestling is limited, right? And then when you do, a lot of times it's grip and rip up there from what I was learning, right? So. We're a little different. We'll do theory back and forth, and we'll pluck each other's brains, and we'll phone each other at night, and like weird shit, like science bro shit, right? So, and I think those are that's the difference, really. It's just the fine little things, like even just on the podcast, just talking about setups and like little advantages and little things you can gain, right? Like, another one is if I get the strap. I also have a technique to protect myself if I get the buckle, there's another technique. So a lot of times if I have the buckle on my hand, what I do, instead of resisting, trying to keep the height, like for the webbing, I let my hand go with the ref when he pulls my hand down. And then I fucking grab right around my opponent's hand. And then when they bring our hands back up straight to set them up, I got everything. So that's another little thing. Like I got a whole bunch of little secrets and tricks, and you know what I mean? So, yeah, little things to think about, right? Because I know these little things. I think about this, like about whether I have the buckle or not. And a lot of guys, they don't even think about that. They don't care if they got the buckle or if they don't. They don't think about how it could be a disadvantage. Like just. I don't know. When I went to nationals this year, I learned a bunch of shit too, because that was my first nationals and I learned some things I didn't know. So it was pretty cool too. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, but anyway, Listen, guys, Matt Hollywood Connolly is on right now promoting that over the top tournament. So I'm going to get off, let him cover that, and go over there, check out Matt Connolly, Hollywood Connolly. And yeah, Miles, I'll get you the handles. I will get you some handles. Fuck, nothing ever works out. We'll get them to you. We'll get them to you. And Logan, I hope, please, yeah. You know what? I'm going to try to come down there. But if I don't get down there this winter before the Armbender, you should get your passport. Try to come down.
Oh, it'll happen. I will make that happen.
We could teach you some stuff you can take back with you.
I need it more than I ever have right now. I really need it, especially after today was an eye opener for me. So, yeah,
because I think you are stronger than Chuck. It just Chuck.
I know I am. He had my hand the whole time, and I was able to power it out. Yeah,
I know. But he showed you. Chuck has tricks, man. He has. He pulled it on me. He has this thing where he pulls his thumb down, and then the ref gets me to the point where I can't even cap. I'm like, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Chuck's very underestimated and very incredible fucking puller. He is.
He knows what he's doing. And if he doesn't like the grip, he'll just fucking pull away and walk away from the table, and then he'll come back. You know what I mean? So,
knocked over the camera is just good.
Break the camera. Remember when he broke that fucking camera? You fucker! I remember that.
Yeah,
that was funny. But thanks for having me on, Brian.
Running down, you're dirty. Oh, I know. Drew hates me smoking, but yeah, no, thanks for you coming on, buddy. I appreciate you guys, and have a good night.
Congratulations on the win again, brother.
Thanks, Miles.
For sure. Yeah, it's still a big win, man. Good
Wasn't
job.
pretty, but hey, I got it done. So
win's a win.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, go check out Matt Hollywood Connolly.